We are go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Hit the record button.
Gosh, that's swell.
It's a Rose Blog Talk Radio.
Ah! I didn't see this coming.
I know, right?
I was like, Mike and Jason are on a live.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be with me.
I told everyone this morning that I was gonna go live when we did the podcast. So yeah. So everyone was excited about it.
Let me say, as I always say, hello, welcome to Italo's Black Talk Radio. And apparently I'm on somebody else's show at the same time. So this is like a double whammy for me. I'm like, it's never happened. But
yeah.
So for those that are tuning in and on the live, oh my gosh, I'm in Jason's live and Jason and Michael's. I'm blushing.
No,
so guys, I like to welcome you to my podcast.
Thanks.
Thanks for making it. And this is like I have to take a picture of you guys later. Like this is like
with the Christmas tree. Well,
yeah.
He's a visual person, and he's like, we should set up the camera like with the Christmas tree in the background. I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, you don't see the star because it's way too high.
Yeah, it's a little too high, but the background is nice, right?
Yeah,
When
it's
you take
lovely.
pictures, though, make sure you tell me to move my cup because this cup here is ugly.
That's not like the Christmas.
Yeah, that's not. I'll leave it over here.
I'm just kidding. I'll do it later. So, Jason and Michael, or Michael or Jason, how does it go?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Oh shoot.
So, those that are not in the live or those that are not watching me on YouTube, tell us about you guys. How do you guys meet? What's the story behind, Michael or Jason and Michael?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just trying to make this bigger.
You touched something.
I don't know what I did.
Hold on.
You're fine.
No,
Yeah,
for some reason.
On your end.
Hold on. Wait, I'm just trying to get this big again. Why isn't it doing it? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Okay. I'm like, what's happening? Technology these days.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So how did we meet?
Oh,
How do you meet?
So an interesting story.
Tell
So
me
I'll
about
let
it.
him
I'm
tell-
Oprah today.
You know
I'm
what?
Oprah.
Let's let him tell it, and then I'll kind of jump in when needed.
I don't remember.
You don't remember how we met? Isn't that interesting?
Ooh.
No. But it was 22
23
almost
this month.
23
Yeah.
years ago
Yeah.
in Worcester, Mass, and it was a small bar in.
What was the name of it?
Amen.
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 Yeah, it was very popular back then.
What a club name, right? For a gay bar.
Well,
Amen.
like in
Literally
West Hollywood.
A-men.
Man, yeah.
Like in West Hollywood, they have the Abbey here. So.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah,
when you
sure.
walk into this bar, you have to walk through the door and you have to be Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, all those men. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then I started him walking in one day, and I was like, I really right away attracted to his eyes. I don't know about his eyes. And
Well, how did we meet then?
Well, hold on. So I started like looking at him, and I was afraid of him because he was known in the town that he was the rich kid from Hudson, and everybody was like nervous to
Which
talk to
I'm
him.
not at all.
Thanks for finishing the sentence. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then we just one day my roommate came home and he's like the rich kid from Hudson wants to talk to you, like, oh yes. I was like, yes. And then it
Well, you
was
skipped a whole part.
oh whoa, wait, what happened?
Well, you had a friend at the time for 3
Oh
months.
yeah, I have a friend.
And we met. We met through.
I forgot about that
We
part.
met through an acquaintance that we both knew,
Yeah.
and we introduced that way, and we always were friendly.
Yes.
And I just wouldn't talk to him because he had this friend, and I'm like, no, I don't do that stuff, and he doesn't either.
No.
So when they broke up, then there you go.
Yeah. So and then when my roommate came home and told me that he wants to talk to me, I was like, I told my friend, I said, I don't want to see you anymore. I don't want to, because we are not a boyfriend, relationship.
Yeah.
So I told him I don't want to see him anymore, and he went crazy, a little crazy.
Oops.
And then I had to see him on Thursday night. So I was waiting in the bar for him to walk in and stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. Grab a beer like a macho man, and I was like, yeah, drinking my beer and bottle and stuff.
I love how you don't remember the story.
I said I don't remember.
Literally, the story is not, like, this is why I love it.
But then you walk in and I talk to you instead.
No, because you had broken up with your friend.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then you were at the bar.
And then you called the house.
No, you were at the bar with your roommate.
This is like a shish. I don't even know.
You were
10
at the
minutes
bar
later.
he was at the bar with his roommate, and then his roommate came up to me and asked me,
yes. Yeah, I forgot
Jason
about that.
really wants to talk to you, but he's very shy. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. And he's like, he's not with that guy anymore. I'm like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And then from there, like, we had a drink and we danced for a little bit. And then there's, the gay bars, there's always like that sitting lounge area. Like, there's always that couch area, and it's just kind of weird.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
so then we went and we were talking. In
Well, wait. Is this a dark room or is this like
no,
a
a seating area. It's
Okay.
like a living room.
Like a lounge thing.
Like a lounge living room.
Yeah.
No dark rooms.
No.
For those that don't know, the lingo,
Oh yeah. No,
dark
it was a
room is
living room.
really dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a living room, and we just sat there and talked.
Yeah.
And then, what did you say to me? Let's see if he remembers this.
I remember this. So I was like, I watching you for 3 months, and I want to ask you something. And he's like, okay, what? No, first he said to me, I'm not looking for a relationship.
Oh yeah, I did say
I remember that.
that.
He's like, I'm not looking for a relationship, and I was like, I don't need
They
that.
just come out.
I just want to talk to you, and I want to, just not
Get
like,
to know you.
get to know you a little
Yeah.
bit more, something.
Right.
And then I was like, but I want to ask you something, and I wait 3 months to ask you this. Because in 3 months, we are like winking in the dance floor.
Well, not winking, just kind
We're
of
like,
smiling at each
hi,
other, saying hi. Yeah.
And then I say, I want to kiss you so bad. And he goes, okay. And then we kissed, and we moved together 3 months later.
Well, no, we were. I mean, you just skipped a whole section. He just loves to do this. Like, welcome to my life, guys. Welcome. Jason just like skims over the whole story.
I just go from the bar to the U-Haul.
Are you forgetting? Are you forgetting?
You skip the bedroom part too. Like I want.
Our
Oh,
first
yeah,
date?
yes, hold on.
How long did you
Oh
make
my
me
God.
wait?
So that
I'm kidding.
We met on Thursday, right? Yeah, Thursday.
Yes.
So he said to me, tomorrow night, Friday, I'm going to my friend's birthday party. You want to come with me? And I'm like, of course, sure. Not a big deal. Oh my God. He goes, okay, I pick you up in front of the bar, amen. And we go from there at 8 o'clock. I was late, hour and 50 minutes.
No, you were late over 2 hours.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Well, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Because
I remember.
I don't know what to wear.
And I was like, where is this guy?
So
This was the time of
Oh,
like, this was
so
the time
Jason-
of beepers.
So
Yeah.
Jason's the one that takes more time than you to get ready.
Oh, 100%.
Ah,
yeah, he
I
does.
get it.
It doesn't matter if I have hair. I literally, when we go out, Victor, we get ready. I shower first. I'll be ready and downstairs ready to go. And this one still hasn't even showered. Yes.
What's up with that, Jason? What's
Yeah.
up with that, Jason?
When it comes to getting ready, he's very picky.
Yeah.
Well, then again, there's the shower scares that you give him every single
Oh, all
time he's
the time.
showering.
True.
So how's it gonna get done when you scare him to death?
Yeah.
I always take
Yeah.
long because I'm washing it. Is he coming or not? I wash my arm. He's coming.
I'll be worried too. I'll be like,
I know.
So yeah, so we went on our first date. We were late, and then a month later, he just fell into a bad situation with his roommate
Yes.
and didn't really have anywhere to go. So then we moved in together after a month.
yeah.
And
Oh yeah, after a month.
yeah, and then our first apartment,
Wow.
we rented a room from like one of our lesbian friends, and she was like for like 4 months, and then we got our own place. It was in the basement. I remember our place. It was literally, we slept on the floor for 3 months.
Yeah, we didn't have the.
We had nothing. My mom bought us our kitchen table. Like my
remember.
sister gave us, she had just gotten married. She gave us dishes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then from there, we just started building our life together.
Yeah.
And I think that we look at our house now, we'll just be sitting in the living room and we'll be like, oh my God, do you remember where we came from? Like where we started?
Nothing.
And to see 23 years later, to look at our house, and it's like we literally, when we're in our house, and I say this all the time, I feel like we legit dug the hole, poured the cement, and built our life within the years that we've had together to get to this house. And and we're so humbled and appreciative of it because we both worked really, really hard for it. So we're humbled by it.
And then so we look back now and we look around our house, everything that we have, the space that we had and everything, and bringing back memories. Like we remember when we rent an basement apartment, and we don't have anything, and we have to sleep on the floor. Now we have so much extra and so many blessings there. It's like it's amazing. So that's why I always tell everybody.
Well, yeah, and then you appreciate it. You appreciate it more, you know.
Exactly, like because we literally built our life together.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we've been together. We've been together so long, and it makes us we have such a strong bond with each other. Because I always say, like, when somebody's born, I feel like God molds that perfect person for you. And I feel like that with Jason.
Oh, yes, sir.
Oh,
Oh. No, that's cute. I'm gonna put that in TikTok. Don't worry. I'll cut it up, and it'll be a romantic scene.
Yeah.
Right, Victor. After 23 years, I'm doing something right.
Yeah. So am I.
Hey.
God gave me a lot of patience.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways.
It does. It does.
Because you know, I've been seeing you guys. Actually, I've been seeing you guys for a long time. In TikTok years.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
Yeah, it seems like a long time.
But you know what I mean? Like since I started doing TikTok, and then I went into your lives, and then I spent a few minutes there, and then I think we went away for a while, and then you came back with your daily.
Yes.
You know, Michael, he's always doing the daily.
The daily.
You know.
Positive. Yeah.
Yeah,
positive
very positive.
vibes. Yeah.
I always picture you like a cheerleader. Like, come on, get up.
Oh yeah. And I was a cheerleader, so it aligns well.
Yeah.
See, I can tell.
Yeah.
But Jason is more relaxed, more chill.
Oh,
I can
for sure.
see that you're the yin and the yang, because if you guys were both like Michael, it wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, no. I'm more of like the on the go, always need to be doing something. He's more of like the laid back. It's a sign though. An Aquarius is very like laid back and goes.
Oh, Aquarius. Okay.
Yeah,
and you are what?
I'm a Leo.
Oh.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Madonna's a Leo, so yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't like being the center of attention. What do you mean?
Oh, right. My
Oh.
God. Never.
Okay.
Never.
Every time he goes alive and in TikTok, I feel like a backup singer behind him.
Right.
Like, hey, let's do it again.
I'm over here.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Michael loves you too.
I'm here reading the message. You know, like,
So silly.
Right.
Nah.
But do you guys so your family is very supportive of you guys, or was that a transition, or was it easy?
Yeah, no. I when we both came out, like, funny story with his mom, like because she's in Costa Rica, so the first time that I talked to her, obviously I have a higher voice than a male, which I know, but whatever, it's distinct. But his mother, the first time she talked to me, she didn't know he was in the closet, like, to his family. He hadn't come out yet.
yeah.
And the first time your mom talked to me, what did she say?
I was like, okay, Mom, here's Michael. She probably,
No, she didn't say, but you didn't say Michael.
I'd say, no, he's Michael.
Oh, okay, you did say Michael.
So, and then you talk to her in Spanish, and then after Michael is
Yeah,
like,
why
okay,
did she say she, though?
this is, he's Jason back. And then she goes, oh my gosh, she sounds so nice.
Yeah, she thought I was a girl.
She said she.
That was a girl who was named Michael. And I was like, no.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even when we go to drive-through and it's like,
Oh, all
okay,
the time.
drop up meme, and then
Yeah.
they go to the window and they're like, oh.
But our families, you veer off the subject very
I know.
quickly, huh? Mm.
Yeah. No, our family is very supportive. Very supportive.
Yes, our family is very supportive, and his mom, and like my parents, like they're just awesome. Our family, I have a small family. He has a large family. He has 8 siblings with him.
Oh,
So,
wow.
and it's only my sister and I, and
Yeah, I have 4 brothers and 3 sisters.
yeah,
No,
so
3 brothers and 4 sisters.
yeah, you're a 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And you're in the middle, or Jason, you're in the
I'm
middle?
one of the last ones.
yeah, he's
Oh,
one of
you're-
the
The youngest, yeah.
And you're
But
the
I'm
oldest?
Victor, and
You're
guess
the
what?
baby.
Every single one of us marry a Leo.
Isn't that weird?
Every what?
Every
Everybody
single
in
one
the
of his
family.
siblings married a Leo.
My 4 sisters,
Oh, wow.
my 4 sisters and my 3 brothers marry a Leo.
Yeah, so it's weird. That's
We didn't
interesting.
choose; it just happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
isn't it funny?
it is funny.
It's very
I
Yeah.
don't know the your signs, but I don't know if you're water signs or
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm
either.
not really sure.
I'm not sure
You
either.
should talk to my friend Jesselyn. Jesselyn, she does tarot cards.
Oh really?
Oh, really?
It's really good. Yes.
Wait, who does that? I love that stuff.
Yeah, Jesselyn Milford is her
Okay.
name. She's on TikTok, and she actually goes every morning, like you when you're on, when Jason you're on, she's on at the same time.
Oh,
So-
okay. I'll have to check her out.
It's hard to pick, like Jason,
Yeah.
Jesselyn. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If there's another person too.
yeah.
I'm following so many people because I believe that TikTok, I don't know about you guys, but TikTok is basically a release from all the tension, from all the stress, from all the election,
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
all the stuff that's going on. So I don't even know half the stuff that's going on. I just learned from, from TikTokers. Like,
Yeah, no,
okay,
it's
what's
so
happening?
cool.
Oh, lockdown again? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean when people when I'm on live and people mention, oh, the fires in California. I'm like, oh my God, like I don't really watch the news.
Yeah.
I mean, I should, but I'll see things online and things like that. But no, I definitely agree with you. I think TikTok during this time that we're going through has been such a nice addition to keep the social atmosphere going between everyone in the world. So, and I like how people, and that's why I do it, is like still keep, that positive outlook, because there's people going through tough times right now. And, there's people with no jobs, homeless, people don't have food, and people are like going through have COVID, and there's people like dying from this. So during these times, it's tough to keep that positive outlook throughout this time. But I think, spreading that positiveness, right, Amol? That's why we have fun doing the stuff that we do.
My analogy about TikTok is like, this is how I think, is like when you read a letter, somebody send you a letter and you read it. And then when you read that, how people sometimes feel that way, or you feel the positive way, you feel the positive vibe from that, or you feel the negative. So it's kind of like you have to put it in the middle, and you have to realize what it is, and you have to give the best advice and be positive. Because sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not, but you have to just be mind open and heart open and just give the best advice that you can. And then just realize that other people probably go in worse situations than where you are right now. So that's how I feel like when you read all the messages and then people start following you and you get the same people every day, you realize you're reading actually a letter, because they type in everything and you're reading everything.
Yeah.
So when you type something, it feels different than when somebody tells you.
Oh yeah, that's the reason I don't go on many lives. When I do, I don't stay on for very long.
Yeah.
Because I need to have this. To me, this is interaction, and you can tell the tone of my voice. You can tell I'm joking. Sometimes you can't really see that. I have a little bit of a sense of humor that people don't understand through my text, and I have to be like putting the emojis like this is a joke or the poop or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's so true with like text messages and emails, because sometimes they can be read incorrectly. And the tone really doesn't mean that.
But with his followers, like we have such a good connection with them. They go every morning, they go every time, they go every night. You know what I mean? So you get that connection.
So thanks, guys.
It's really really good to feel that in these moments that you actually cannot see people.
And people
So,
get personal, and it's nice
Yeah.
to get to know people.
Yeah.
Like people always come in when they come into my lives. They're like, "Oh my God, how did you know my name?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I looked at your profile. I clicked
Yeah.
on your name, and I looked at your profile. And for the most part, I remember everyone's username, and I try to memorize it and remember people's names. And you know, I like to recognize people when they come into my room. I don't just like to have it's quality over quantity to me.
Right.
I'm not looking to have 1,000 people in one of my lives. If it happens, fantastic.
Right.
I don't think
Yeah.
that attention, I like that would be, I find that really distracting and hard because you lose that personal touch, you know? So,
Yeah.
um,
Well, I avoid those like the plague. I mean, I love the people that are having, you know,
Oh yes.
a million followers and everything, but you can really interact with them in a personal level.
yeah,
And so accounts like or I would say your channel, because this is like a channel to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
So going into your channel or going into Jessica's or your Jesseline, I mean, or Liquid Shano, or I have so many people that I follow in the mornings, in the afternoon, or at night. Big Dog Lefty at night because he's usually up until 3 a.m.
yeah.
So I can already see like, okay, by this time in Australia, they're waking up.
Oh yeah, yes,
So,
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
What
which
do you-
I actually have a few. I have a lot of Aussies that come into like my room, which I love. Like Lou, there's Blake, Kamalika comes in. So I have.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's
Oh my
really-
God, what's the other one? Kai. I know her first name, but I'm trying to think of her username. Everyone loves. I think it's loves bacon or something like that. Yeah, she
don't
has a very
follow.
distinct username, but her name's Kai. So yeah, like they're all my Aussie friends that come, like followers that come in and friends. So I love it. I love it. Seeing them come in, especially in the mornings because it's nighttime for them. They're in bed. So
yeah,
it's
Yeah, I was
nice
supposed
for
to
me
have,
go at night for them because they can actually, it's daytime for them. So
yeah.
yeah.
I was
so
supposed to
it's
have
nice.
an interview with somebody from Australia, but he's a DJ, so he was gonna do it after his gig.
Yeah.
And he said by the time he got home, he crashed and he forgot all about me. And I'm like,
Oh my goodness.
and I'm checking on the time. I'm like,
Yeah. You're like,
I don't
what's
know
happening?
how many hours,
Yeah.
but it's okay. I got you guys. I've been waiting for you guys to come on because you actually give so much energy and that really brings some people to your life. I'm like, come on, Debbie. She loves you.
Yeah,
already.
no, and I saw that. Yeah, that's awesome. You have your little Zoom group. That came
Yeah, we
in.
have our
Huh? There's
Zoom.
a
Yes.
that came in. That's fantastic.
Well, the
Thank you
Zoom
for
group
doing
was
that. Yeah, that's great.
it's actually through Jeremy. I don't know if you follow Jeremy. Jackson Jer is the name on TikTok.
Mhm.
So, anyways, he's the one that started doing the Zooms. And then
Ah,
from there, we are now doing it on Saturday because he's doing it on Sunday.
yeah.
So, we have
So
our
how many
little.
people are in the Zoom?
Right now, 7, I think,
Okay.
on a steadily, yeah.
Yeah.
And we
'cause
keep bringing
the Zoom
new.
has a limit, right? When you have, well, if you don't have the pro account, isn't there like a limit of people that can go in?
I don't have the pro account, but Chris is the one that does. His account is pro,
Oh, okay.
and we stay on till
That's
3 hours
cool.
later. And
Yeah,
we're still talking.
we have friends that live in Boston that during
Yeah.
when everyone was quarantined home,
Mm.
nobody could go out. So every Friday they would do like a themed Friday, and it would be like wine or it'd be like vodka night. So like we'd have fun doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Then we joined it. It's one of my best friends from high school. She
Yeah.
lives there,
Yeah, but
and she has this group.
we met them before
We did, yeah.
year before in a Christmas party,
Mhm.
so we become friends, and
We became
that's
friendly.
how we got a connection with them, and then we got together in Zoom. It was like good to see everyone, and
Yeah,
it was good.
that's cool. That's
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
cool. It's really cool.
But it's always to get to know the person in a personal level, and
Yeah.
of course their TikToks are funny and all that, and I'm always looking forward to another shower scene. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
God,
Because
no.
everyone loves a good scare cam.
But I don't hear anything.
Nothing. I'm like,
nothing.
how does he not hear me?
No, he's,
Right.
I'm pretty sneaky about it.
I would imagine by now.
No,
No,
like
even if he was working and he comes home before me, he does not hear the garage opening, and the garage is right below our bedroom.
but it doesn't make noise.
It doesn't make noise,
So
though.
it's like it just.
And I'm
that's right.
sneaky about it. I like creep in like a robber, and I'm like, and then I'm walking up the stairs, and I'm like,
And he doesn't
and I
lock-
wait till I hear because
Yeah.
the shower's right here, and I can hear
Yeah.
when he's in there. I
Okay.
can hear the
Yeah.
water like splashing down. So I wait for that perfect moment.
because if he locks the car, I can hear the.
Yeah, I
beep,
don't lock the car, nothing.
But we don't lock the car because
No.
it's inside the garage.
I'm like a little devil, Victor. I'm like, I just scare him.
Well, why don't you get back at him, Jason?
Nah, wait. I need help.
You're gonna get him
I
one
would
day.
love to see the day you scare me.
Ooh, I have to run because you swing.
You
You'd
probably.
be like,
I swing when somebody scares me. So
Yeah.
make you.
I want to see that. Hmm.
I'm playing. Don't worry. Don't worry. I will get you soon.
So yeah, did you see the post that I did today?
I
About that
was
person
gonna
that's
ask you.
troll?
I was gonna ask you about it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't usually. You know what's so funny is I typically do not comment to that stuff, and I kind of ignore it. I'm like, but what pissed me off about it, what made me angry about it, is the way they referenced us.
Mm.
Like, why?
Yeah.
did
What,
they-
so
why
what
did
was
they
the actual?
keep
What was the
people
actual
up?
quote?
Huh?
What was the actual quote? What did he
So
write?
he wrote, I think it said, "Why do they let people like this on TikTok?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, people like this, we're humans. We breathe like you.
Yeah.
Just because we don't have the same like thoughts as you, or like our sexuality is different than yours, what we like, doesn't mean we're these
No.
people.
Yeah.
No. So that I had to comment to, and I'm like, nope, I'm not letting that slide. And I typically don't swear in my videos,
No.
but today I had to throw that bird up.
I
And
was
say,
so-
go to hell.
I was surprised. I was
You
like,
can swear here too, by the way. You're.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, yeah, it really
Oh,
made
but you cannot. You're in the live. Okay.
yeah. It made me,
yeah.
and I don't get mad about that stuff because I know these are people that are just miserable with their lives and have nothing better to do and just sit there and troll people's TikToks and make stupid comments like that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, what
but-
a poor little life. You know, it's like.
yeah. To like
You-
sit
you-
there and make a comment like that, like go pound sand, as I always say.
Oh my God.
Go
Right.
outside, build a bridge, and get the hell over it. Like I'm like,
Oh, child.
don't come and judge me because I'm like, that ain't happening, buddy.
Oh,
Okay.
Nah, that's not happening.
He came
Yeah.
out behind me like the children of the corn. He's like, let's
Yeah.
do this. And I'm like,
I'm like,
what?
yeah,
Oh,
we're
okay.
responding to this.
So how much thought do you give the video? You just tell him just do this and
Yeah,
you just go with the flow.
I'm like, I
Yeah.
said, yeah.
I was like, can I just finish my coffee?
Yeah, he was
"No, let's do it
drinking
now."
coffee.
I'm like, "Oh my God. Not right now.
So I said to him, I'm like, all right, we're doing this video. And then I started doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't usually comment to stuff like that because I just don't, I
Yeah.
think just stepping to their level.
But once in a while it gets to you.
But once,
Um,
when I see
yeah.
a comment like that, I'm like,
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like,
that's not happening on my TikTok.
but we got a lot of support from that video.
Oh my God, the amount of support
Yeah.
that we've seen from that post,
Mm.
we are so humbled
I'm
by it.
grateful. Yeah, grateful. and
Like,
humbled.
yeah, that there's so many people out there that
I mean, what do they
applaud.
want to see? They want to see people fighting, bickering,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
being sarcastic.
Yeah.
It's,
What do
it's
they
like
want?
the time we're in now, it's like, why be a judgmental person? Like,
Yeah.
we're in a time that we need like positivity. We need people to like get along and not
Yeah.
hate one another. It's just, it's uncalled for. So
Yeah.
like even, and I think I'm showing him, right?
Yeah, the one thing that bothered me, I cannot even talk, bothered me the most is that this person don't even know that we've been together 22 years. We never, 23.
I know. Yeah.
We never been
It's
apart. We married legally 17 years.
Oh my
No,
God.
what is it? 13?
How many years have we been
16,
married?
16.
Uh-oh.
So he said it'll be 17 in May.
I almost got the
So we're
Spanish government
almost
tonight.
there. I'm like, bitch is not sleeping in the bed tonight.
So, and then
You'll get even later.
I'm like, looks
For
like
you-
you're sleeping on that uncomfortable guest bed.
that is not uncomfortable. It's actually really nice.
Oh!
Ooh. He told you.
No, so that bothers me because they don't even know who we are,
Yeah.
or like. So you don't say that because you want to say it. Obviously, it's social media, and then you can get you expect anything, but comments like that, I mean, it really.
They don't know who we are.
No.
It's social media. I get it. Listen, social media, everyone
Yeah.
sees you. Everyone kind of gets to know you. I get more personal with a lot of my followers, but
Yeah, it's
I
true.
just don't sit here and judge us when you have
Right.
zero idea. You don't have a username. You don't have a profile
Picture.
picture. You have
Right.
0 followers. So that just goes to show me that you're in here to make issues with other people. So
Yeah.
it's just,
Yeah.
I have no tolerance for
It's
that.
just, yeah. They're just going to be haters.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is.
Yeah, I don't pay attention. I don't have many haters actually, but
Yeah, no, we I don't either. At the beginning, like I did, but now I don't really get any of that stuff. So when I saw that comment, I'm like, okay, so because it was and it was on the video when I jumped in his lap and I kissed him.
oh right, I saw
Yeah,
that.
so the comment was on that video, and I'm like, oh no. So you're implementing. Why do they let gay gay couples on here?
I think it might be something that is wrong with that person.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Agree. So I just don't have. But the amount of support that we've seen with that one video today, I was
That's
like,
amazing.
oh my god! Like last time I looked, I think it was almost at 60,000 views. And
Wow.
I posted it just to get back at that person and just be like,
Yeah.
you don't know us, And yeah, we're humbled. Yeah, we're humbled by
I think they have been deleted of the TikTok universe because I couldn't even see the guy's username
Yeah, you
anymore.
can see the username exactly. It doesn't even have a real name on the user.
Yeah.
So,
Eh,
but yeah,
whatever.
I just don't tolerate that stuff.
Let
so.
it go.
Let it go.
That's it, right?
Right?
Yeah,
He's just
exactly,
like, yeah,
exactly. Over it.
yeah, we're over it.
Yeah.
We've been through the worst. We've been through the worst already. We've been through,
Yeah, agreed.
remember the 90s and remember the 80s.
Yeah.
And,
Mhm.
how hard it was to come out. So, come on, this is nothing.
I know this day and
Yeah.
age is like
Then-
crazy.
They're not even face to face. So it's like, whatever. Just,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a username.
it's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
username,
Yeah.
whatever your name is. Don't even know how to pick a name.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Get out of here.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But,
yeah,
so,
do you have any other questions for us?
what plans for Thanksgiving? What are you guys doing?
Thanksgiving, it's going to be different. It's very different this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
For I think for everyone. Yeah, so we're going to my parents.
Yeah.
So my parents live 2 towns over, and it's just the 4 of us. My dad, just my mom and my dad. Unfortunately, his family's in Costa Rica. They don't celebrate
No, we
Thanksgiving.
don't. We don't.
That's an
celebrate
American
Thanksgiving.
tradition.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, we don't celebrate
Yeah,
Thanksgiving
no,
in
we don't.
Peru.
So where are you originally from?
And well, I was born here, but my parents
Yeah.
are from Peru.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
Peruano. Okay.
Yeah, and I was born here, but I was raised in Peru, so
Got it. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, so it's just my parents, and then my sister lives in Florida, and my nephew and my niece and stuff. So unfortunately, with
Yeah.
like COVID, you can't really travel.
It's gonna
right.
be a small turkey.
Yeah,
Just
a
little
turkey,
small turkey.
but delicious because my mother's an amazing cook.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we have.
And
she'll
I
make
had
some
to.
courses,
I had to
and
make mashed potatoes.
he makes an
because
amazing mashed
She
potato.
loves my mashed potatoes. I was like,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is
I
your
had to-
secret? What is your secret ingredient?
I just bake it like a lasagna. So
Mm.
I
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
boil
it's
the potatoes
delish.
with a little bit of salt, and then after I smash it with milk, and I don't need it because I don't need butter, so I put butter in there,
Mm.
and I blend everything together.
He doesn't eat butter.
Well, no one I see is butter on the dish, so I don't. Need it.
Child.
Yeah, no.
When he sees it, he doesn't eat it. But
And
some of
then-
his favorite dishes, if he only knew.
And then I do a layer of mashed potatoes, layer of mozzarella cheese, layer, and the top layer is mozzarella cheese. And then I put milk on top, and then I bake it at 3.
So it is like a lasagna. Sounds like a
Yeah. And then when you like
Yeah.
take it, it's like string cheese.
yeah, all
So
this
it's-
cheese
I prefer it the
Simple.
next day.
Very
and
simple.
butter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. Like I Thanksgiving, even the next day, things are delicious. And my mother's a really good cook. I'm making dessert.
Yeah.
But my mother makes like her turkey. She seasons it like 2 or 3 days before, and then she makes amazing garlic green beans.
She does.
And she makes the gravy. It's so bad.
Yeah.
But she makes the gravy from the turkey grease. Oh my God, it's so bad, but so
But
delicious.
everything greasy is good. When you hang over and you get McDonald's, it's so good.
I'm not a turkey fan.
no?
I'll eat a turkey, but it
Yeah.
has to be the breast.
Oh, me
Yeah.
too. It's the only time in my life that I like breast.
Oh my God.
We'll
For
take
chicken and
that.
turkey. The only
We'll
time.
check it out with that one. No,
Yeah.
No, I want to ask you guys. Do you want to do a part 2, or you guys gonna do something else right now? Because we're almost done with the first part of the interview.
Did you have? There's a second part, sure.
You want- Okay. Again, this is Italo Black. What did I say? Black. I must be thinking of somebody. This is Italo's Black Tech Radio, part 2 of Jason and Michael and Jason. We're going to do, I don't know, I'm going to word it later, but welcome again to the show. Thanks for jumping right onto the second part. And where were we?
We finished talking about Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, right.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a question, actually, more serious
Oh,
question. Sort
goodness.
of like a Barbara Walters kind of question.
Oh, God.
So now that you guys are famous in TikTok,
We are not. We are far from famous.
but how has social media affected your relationship, if at all? Like, what I mean is, do you have like a set time where, okay, we're not gonna do TikTok today, we're not gonna go live, where we have a private moment, like this is just us? And so has that become an issue at all for you guys?
I don't think so. Do
No.
you feel that?
No. The only is when we go out for dinner sometimes he is
Oh,
checking
yeah.
his phone and I'm like,
He gets
you,
annoyed.
you having dinner with me. Like, put your phone down.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the only.
No, because like we respect one another.
I don't really go into. I don't. Post.
Like my coffee clutches in the morning.
Yeah.
I come downstairs. I'll make coffee, and then he'll stay upstairs
Yeah.
during coffee clutch, or sometimes he'll come downstairs and make coffee for himself. But
Yeah. Like so
Yeah.
I know that he does that, and his followers always waiting for him, and he has that time at that moment. So I respect that, and I just go downstairs sometimes and grab a cup of coffee and go back upstairs. So I'll be
Okay.
like, okay, let me know when you finish, so that way I can, like start a normal life. But I never tell him what not to do,
Nah.
what to do, because
Okay.
we both respect our spaces. So sometimes he's upstairs, or he's here, like alive. So I go upstairs. So it's always like that. Or sometimes
Yeah.
I join, but
or when I do videos too, like I'll do it either upstairs in the office or I'll do
Yeah.
it down here.
Yeah.
But like we respect one another. Like sometimes sometimes he gets annoyed with me because I do a lot of takes on my videos.
oh my, yeah. No,
Because
like,
I'm a perfectionist. So I'm like, yeah, so I do a lot of takes and then I'll be like, okay, mute the TV. All right, do this. Okay, you can't talk.
okay, let's make this video now. Like,
Yeah.
no, I just came back from the gym. I cannot even move. So just
Right.
hold on, I have to like.
But but sometimes you'll actually say, let's do that video. Because you're
Yeah, I
actually
do.
the catching one
I
that
do.
we did with Dua Lipa. he actually was the one that looked at me and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to catch you?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Really?"
Well, we practice a lot.
We did. Oh, I was dropped on the floor he fell on the floor quite a few times.
But Victor,
Well, did you keep those? Did you
I
keep those
wish we
bloopers?
did. I kept on. I
No,
didn't
didn't.
think to
Like,
save
You
them.
have
because
to.
those,
You have to do a
we
compilation
were
of your
I kept laughing. The
fails.
amount of times that both of us fell when he caught me.
I tried, and I was like,
it was funny.
don't put me through the window.
Yeah. One time I hit him, like I jumped back and like pushed him into like the window.
I was like, okay, no, it's not happening.
So yeah.
But I think it's with your question, it's like, when you're in a relationship and you're a couple, everything works 50-50. So you have to have your own space. He has to have his own space. He cooks, I clean. He cleans upstairs, I'm cleaning downstairs. So we always divide everything 50-50
Yeah.
because that way the workload is easy for both of us. And you don't get tired. Do something just by yourself or do something by, so we always try to do everything together.
Mhm.
And we really have a good balance in that situation.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that's the word I was looking for because
Ah.
my word of the day was balance or is balance.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys know Joe Atang is another TikToker. So the interesting thing about him is that he calls people in his life. So he's gonna text, you're gonna text that number next in the back. But what he does is really amazing, and I've been talking to him. Well, I had a show yesterday, podcast.
Yeah.
But what he's doing, just like you're doing too, you two are doing something great.
Mm.
He's also interacted with people in a more personal level, where he calls them and he says, "Good morning, this is Joe from TikTok," and they're like, "Oh my God, yes, I gave you my, my number to text me," and then he asks you what's the word of the day. And so each day you have to come up with something that you want to tell him. And sometimes I don't get my word of the day early in the morning. I'm still trying to wake up. But then you hear the other conversations and you're like, oyster. What is that?
Oh.
Your word of the day.
Yeah.
Or jelly. Or my word one day was coffee.
Okay.
And so it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be, anything, philosophical.
Yeah.
Something so easy as, breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
But then what is the story behind that is what is
Yeah,
interesting.
there's always a story behind it, right?
Yeah. So think about it and tell me what is your word of the day.
Our word?
Well, each one. No, don't say it all at once because you probably won't.
I think for me it's balance because I always believe.
Are you speaking in relationship terms?
No.
Just in general.
In general.
I think it's balance because you have to, everything that you do in life is a balance. You have to make sure you don't go over, but you keep it in a level. So if you go over, you become a disaster. If you keep it in line and balance, you always go to a straight line and you're fine. Like I think balance for me is a very important word because that defines a lot of things in life. And it's like, you have to have a balance with work, with things personal that you do, with everything that you eat, with everything. So you have to have that. And I think that means a lot. It means a lot of things, but you have to really think about it, what it means to you.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me is, if you lose your balance, you will go down. So you have to keep it there.
Mm-hmm.
That's my word. The same in relationships, marriage, couples, with kids, with anything in the house, with bills, with everything. So you have to keep a line and you cannot go over or you always a balance. And if you keep that, you'll be okay. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
And Michael, what's your word?
My word would be life. The reason why I would say life is because life is what you make of it. And if you don't have that path set in your life, or you're not open to having kinks in the chain, let's say, then your life is, if you expect your life to be perfect, it's not going to be. And that's going to give you false hope.
Mm-hmm.
So I think life, to me, I look at it in many different paths and ways. I don't have that mindset of this is how my life is going to be. You know what I mean? So I look back at my life, and this is like I'm very appreciative of the life that we have together, of the life I have now, and with work and everything like that. But what I had planned for my life when I graduated high school was completely different path, and I changed that path. So, yeah, I think.
Well, what did you want to be?
So
if
I
it
actually,
wasn't-
before I met him, so I took a year. I was taking a year off from school. I graduated high school, and then I took a year off, and I was going to go to college. I had my essay. I had everything ready to send in, and then I met Jason, and I never sent anything in. So I never had that opportunity to have the college years or have that fun in college or get that college experience.
Okay.
So I don't have regrets in life at all. I'm like, but I had to go on a different path because I met him, and I was in love with him, and we built our life together. So I had to go on that different path to see where I was going to go in life, you know? So I actually worked my way up in marketing, and I take my job, like when I have a job, I take my job very seriously, and I'm not like, I'm a very personable person, but I expect myself to excel at my job, because I didn't have that college degree. I had to fight my way to get where I am now. So I'm there. That's why I would say life is my word.
And Jason, how's your journey, diverged from where he was going when you met Michael?
Yeah, you really never expected to meet me.
No, like I've moved here to the States without nothing. Like I'm the kind of person that I don't sit in one place and wait for something. Mm-hmm. I'm not. I move, I challenge myself, and I go through life like that. But when I moved from Costa Rica and I meet Michael, I feel like I found my balance with him because I have relationship. I have a relationship.
It is a good word.
Yeah.
It was a relationship before, but it was no balance there. So I was like, I'm not gonna do 60 and you're gonna do just 40. It's not working. It's not gonna work. So when I meet him, it's interesting to me that you choose the word life, because with your life and my balance, we balance our life together. Mm-hmm. So it's actually really, really good.
Yep.
And we're doing it until today, thank God, and it's working. It's good.
And we're not, and believe me, we're not going to sit here and say it's been rainbows and puppets.
No.
Because if somebody says that in their relationship, oh my God, it's perfect.
Yeah, no.
They're lying. Because nobody has a perfect relationship. I'm sorry.
But when I have
and that may be just my mentality of it,
true.
but
it's
true. It's true.
But when I challenge myself in a different job and stuff like that, like perfect clear example. When I moved here, I didn't speak no English. Mm-hmm. It was zero. I moved to a different country with nothing about the language. It was just an experience, and I was like, I wanna do it and challenge myself, because I'm not gonna sit here waiting for something. If I don't cross the bridge, I don't know what is on the other side. Mm-hmm. So I crossed the bridge, and I did. I learned the language in 8 months. In 8 months,
how did you learn the language?
I learned the language with
I'm intrigued by this.
Inglés sin barreras, or
no, I don't need nothing of that. So I didn't need it. I just did. I erased all the Spanish channels from the TV, and then my apartment was all the walls full of post-its with names in English first, and if I don't remember what it was, I turn it and in Spanish in the back. So I learned like that how you do it, and then I watch a lot of English TV. Yeah. So I know.
You had the closed caption.
Yeah, the closed caption in English.
No, me too. I have to read it.
To see what they say.
I still have to read it. Sometimes I'm like, what's going on?
And then I learned a lot also about how they move their hands when they talk. This over here, this over there. But what happened with this? Well, so I learned all those things. And gestures. And then one day I just went to bed and I started dreaming in English, and I was like,
yeah, that happened to me too.
And then I wake up, and because I understand everything, but I couldn't say anything because I didn't know how. So that morning I wake up and I feel like Mary Poppins. I'm like, good morning, neighbors. Good morning. How are you today? Oh my God. It's a wonderful day.
Right.
And the reason why I did is one of the challenges is because it's not my country. I not expect people to take care of me. And for respect, I had to learn the language.
Mhm.
That is respectful. You have to do that because for respect. So I did it and I'm very proud of myself. And then during my life, every challenge that I have, I always have the best support is Michael. He supports me in everything that I do.
Right.
I try once, I try twice, and if it's not working, I try to find another solution. But if it's not working, so I say there's no balance here, so I have to move on. Just let it go and move to another challenge, and it will be fine.
Yep.
But
Right.
that's how we go through everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Same to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You support me through it.
Michael, you were born here, or was it
I was born in Brazil.
you were born in?
I was
Brazil?
born in Brazil, and I came when I was 3 months old. So
Okay,
I was,
so
it was
practically-
basically American. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, both my parents, they were one of the first immigrated Brazilians that
Yeah.
came to like this area back in 72. So
Yeah.
they've been here for a long, long time. Yeah. So my parents
Yeah.
both are fluent in English and Portuguese. And
Mm-hmm.
but it's funny, they still have the accent when they speak English. And they've
Yeah.
been here for a very long time. But
Mhm.
but my mother always talks to me in Portuguese. So
Oh, okay.
and both of my parents do. Yeah, they always talk. They've always made sure, and that's why I'm fluent in Portuguese, because my parents always made sure
Yeah.
that when we were little, our first language was Portuguese. And then when we went to school, we learned how to speak English.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
my sister and I.
Oh,
So-
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
so my sister's actually more, like she's more of an advanced level Portuguese, because she can write really good. She reads very well. I can read very well. I can't, my writing is awful. I always tell my cousins in Brazil, don't mind my writing. I'm using Google Translate.
He writes really good in Spanish. In Spanish, he writes really,
In Spanish,
really
I can write too.
Okay.
He
But
does.
I can read and I write in Spanish. But
Yeah.
yeah, my parents always made sure that our first language was Portuguese.
Yeah, you're fortunate because some people, some parents don't want to. Like some of my family members, I'm not gonna say who.
Yeah.
Well, my aunt actually, she
Yeah.
didn't teach my cousins Spanish because she wanted them to learn the language. You know, don't have any difficulties at all at school and whatever her reasons were. But now they met their love of their lives or their girlfriends
Yeah.
or boyfriend, and they're Latinos, they're Peruvian or they're from wherever
Yeah.
they're from.
Mhm.
Now they want to learn the language. I'm like, how do I talk to my
Mhm.
girlfriend or boyfriend? I wish you had taught me this. And so
Yeah.
I was fortunate to live in Peru because I have a different, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Jason relates to, like, you have a different mindset when you come here, and you have a different expectations when you come to the States, right?
Yes.
Like, it's more fortunate. You're more appreciative of what you had to go through to get here and stuff, and then
Yeah, but
learn the language.
I was more because when I was in Costa Rica, I had everything, and it was like more for an experience. They do something different, like to move and discover something different. I was always like that since little. So my dad wants to do it all the time. My father always say, I want to travel, I want to do this, I want to do that. So he couldn't do it. So I think I'm doing what he wants to do. It was so strange.
Oh, okay.
Because I've visited so many countries already and
Mhm.
stuff, and in places that he wants to go before. I'm talking to my mother, and she's like, yeah, he wants to go there. He would love to go there. He was gonna go there. He has so many plans and so many things that I think I took that in my life and I just go with it. I don't know. It's just weird. Not weird, but it's kind of like following his path and what he wants to do, or he wants.
Right. You follow his
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of attached to you. No, that's great. Yeah, parents actually, they influence me a lot too. Like from the very beginning, you don't belong in Peru and you don't belong here, and you're always going to be a foreigner. you're always an American, a gringo, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I kind of had that mentality, which
Mhm.
is a wrong way to think that I was better than anybody else because I was American.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when I came here, I'm like, what bullshit was that? Like,
Yeah.
but sometimes that's what parents do. They kind of brainwash me in a way. And I'm the only son, so I had like
Okay. Yeah.
no way to know,
Yeah.
no reality check.
But now when I'm here, obviously I speak, I have an accent. But when I go to Costa Rica, I lost my Costa Rican accent.
Yeah, that happens to me. I pick up a lot of.
Me too. They know right away I'm not from there.
I lost my Costa Rican accent, so when we go to resorts or stuff like that, they think I'm from Mexico.
Yeah, they think he's from a different country. Yeah.
They're like, wait, where's he coming back? When's he's going back to Mexico? And I'm like, no,
He's like, I'm from here.
I'm from here.
Yeah.
So I love
Yeah, they
Mexico.
don't believe you. The way you're dressing too, and the way you compose yourself is different too. Like when I go to Peru, I feel lost, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? And grab a taxi. It's kind of scary, like I don't feel comfortable anymore. I now grew up there, and I can drive there. I couldn't even find my way around and talk to people. I feel like a foreigner in my own country, or it's not my country, but my parents' country.
No, exactly. No, I feel the same way when I go to Brazil.
I rent a car and I go everywhere.
Oh, but when we go to Costa Rica, we rent a car and we drive everywhere.
Okay, so Costa Rica is more relaxed. That's what I heard. Costa Rica is more relaxed.
Crazy.
No, it's not. It's very safe. Wherever you go, they help you. Gas stations, anywhere you go.
It's not dangerous at all.
No.
No.
Because I'm planning on going somewhere else.
Yeah,
no, I'm not. I'm kidding.
It is. It's a beautiful country. I will say.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
I love it there.
Yeah, that's what I always heard.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Now we're going for Christmas, so
hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to go.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see how. Because you guys are your guys are in Massachusetts, right?
We're in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but numbers are rising like crazy. California is like top 5 right now.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, we're always number one.
Well, it was funny because I was not funny, but I was at the gym today, just like walking on the treadmill, and I looked up at the TV, and I guess from yesterday to today, it was the highest COVID since the quarantine happened. They were saying.
I don't know how that happened because everybody's out and about, like nothing has happened. I don't understand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't, like I said, I don't watch the news because I
don't.
It's always bad news.
Yeah.
Like it is. It's always bad news.
It's always an opinion too. It's like a very
poor, right? But
it's a very what do you call it? It's a very because they are very biased.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't believe half of the stuff, and I'm like, well, maybe.
Yeah.
They always put the worst of the worst. So it's like that when you want to visit different countries. They always, if you watch the news, you will never go because they always put what happened with the news. That's what they're looking for.
Or people scared.
Something to happen. But when you actually go to that place,
it's not like that.
If you don't look for it, you don't go to those areas, you'll be fine like everybody else.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
like when I went to Russia for a project, for a theater project that I went. And that the mindset that you have before you go is like, oh my God, Russia, it's gonna be like really scary and everything.
Yeah,
and then once I got there, it took me about 2 weeks to realize it's like, what are they talking about? This is nice. It's like beautiful buildings, beautiful museums.
The architecture looks amazing.
Yeah. Architecture's amazing. The rail, the transit, the metro station is marble floors, is chandeliers, is beautiful, is very guarded. Like they, I'm like, they have nothing to envy the Americans, honestly.
Yeah.
Now, of course, you see once you get to the other side of St. Petersburg, you're like, oh, this is Russia here.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah.
This is what they were telling me.
Yeah, don't cross this bridge. Basically.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Yeah.
No big deal. But yeah, you everybody gets an idea of what Mexico's like. Oh my God, Mexico's so dangerous. And like,
no,
it's not.
No, you just have to be cautious. anywhere you go is dangerous. The U.S. is dangerous. You
Yes.
just have to be cautious.
We've been to Mexico.
You have to be
love
smart.
Mexico.
We loved
people-
Cabo.
Mexico is nice.
Yeah, we went to Cabo. We went downtown.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Everywhere.
We went like to the clubs.
Puerto
Yeah.
Rico, Dominican
Oh yeah,
Republic,
yeah.
everywhere.
Puerto Rico's nice too.
Oh, it's
Loved Puerto
gorgeous.
Rico.
Gorgeous.
We only got to do San Juan, but
Yeah.
we want to go back because it was.
Oh, you
gorgeous.
gotta go to Vieques,
That-
Culebra.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's where we want to go.
We want
Yeah,
to go.
because that's when you really, really relax. Is in the islands, the little islands. You know,
Beautiful too in the islands, they say.
they're very, very
And
nice.
the
So, that-
people, so nice. Oh,
so if there's a message you want to tell the audience, because I gotta get going pretty soon. I have another.
Okay.
I've had like five.
Oh wow.
Five
Look at
podcasts
you.
today.
Busy.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. I
That's
have like,
awesome.
yeah, it is awesome. It's actually exhausting. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
tired.
yeah, because you're like, okay.
I'm like, I have to look at the camera like.
Yeah.
You're like, next. Wow.
And I have this ring light. The ring light is actually like burning my eyes right now, and I'm like,
Yeah, Jason's like
I
this.
can see the ring right here.
I'm used to it.
I'm not used to it. I just got it yesterday, so
Oh, did you? Yeah, no, it takes a little get used to.
My blue eye.
yeah. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, you're.
and I hate doing this on my eyes. I look like I
Yeah.
had so much caffeine or something.
Oh my.
But guys, I love you guys. I always love your mornings. I love your TikToks. I love your positivity in general. Your fans are there for you. I'm your fan too. I've always been your fan.
Thank you.
But what do you want to tell your fans on my podcast? A message for the holidays or something. I don't know.
I mean, a message that I think we would say to them is, don't judge a book by its cover. That's
Okay.
what I would say to them. Don't judge a book by its cover. Get to know a person before you judge them. And, go into it thinking in a positive way, and don't go into it thinking negative, because you're going to find the negativity within that person. I think that's what I would say.
Mhm.
And we hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Right?
And one thing that I want to say to all the fans is be positive.
Mhm.
Believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, everything will come reality. So just keep working hard.
Mhm.
Believe in yourself, will be positive, and you have a wonderful Christmas, and that will be amazing.
Yeah,
But you have to believe in yourself.
for sure.
Thank
For sure.
Love you guys.
That's the intent. That's the extent of my singing, because I am not.
No,
a singer.
he's not a singer.
Every time I
Okay.
start singing in the car, this one starts howling like a dog.
Okay. So I was gonna do that next. So I'm not gonna do karaoke for you guys. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
That was my next question.
Yeah, no.
Sing Over the Rainbow for us. No.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, no.
I'm good.
It will not happen.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You didn't see this coming, and stay tuned because I'm gonna be posting this
Okay.
on a daily basis now, and
Awesome.
sometimes it's gonna be 2 or 3 in between.
Okay.
But I love you guys. Hope
Love you
you
too.
come soon.
Thanks.